There's something that happened yesterday in Eastleigh, and I've just looked at the comments on Facebook, on X, on TikTok, and Kenyans are not happy. Majority of Kenyans, they're very angry. Now, there's someone who had an emergency. They are taking a patient to hospital, and they were passing through Eastleigh. Now they approached the traders, the hawkers who sell along the road. They told them to clear the road so that they can rush the patient to the hospital. Now there was a commotion. Instead of the hawkers giving way, they started beating those ones who had a patient. And from the video you could see the beating they gave that person. It was very serious. The video was circulating online, and the Kenyans have reacted. And if you go to Eastleigh, this is a place which has developed, and it is booming in terms of business. And majority of people trading there are from Somali. They were allowed to come and do business. They have even built a mall, one of the biggest malls in East Africa. Now the problem is, there are some Somalis who are doing business inside those premises, those houses built in Eastleigh. There are others who are doing business along the road, on the streets. And these on the streets are the ones which Nairobi County wants to clear, because they are affecting businesses in those rooms, and most of them are not selling genuine items. These are the same people who were beating someone yesterday. And Kenyans are very annoyed because they have started misbehaving. There's also another incident which is connected to this one, where some two boys at the Nyayo Stadium, while watching football, while passing there, they saw someone with a Kenyan flag. They took it by force and they threw it away. They kicked it. From the video you could see them kicking the Kenyan flag. They almost burnt it, and it's illegal. And these are just boys. They are not the youths. They are below 20 years. They don't understand anything. Now, these are the two issues which are somewhat related. And when you go to another person's country, you have to behave. Even Eastleigh, if you can remember, around 15 years ago or 20 years ago, Eastleigh was dominated by Kenyans who were born in Kenya. And when Somali was worse with war, internal war, Al-Shabaab was terrorizing people. Now, majority of those ones who are doing business, they relocated to Nairobi. And those are the ones who are doing business in Eastleigh. They brought others, and now Eastleigh is dominated by Somali. And apart from that, if you go to Nairobi CBD, there are several businesses owned by Somali. Now, a few individuals, very few, not all of them, because I know Somalis who are above 40, 35 years, 50, 60, have always behaved. But we have children, their children and grandchildren, they don't know the history. And this is what they are doing. So as a country, we have coexisted very peacefully. They do business, we buy from them, we do business with them, and things are moving very swiftly and smooth. The old generation understand the history and they know they will benefit more if the country is peaceful. So they have to tell the young generation that peace is very important and coexistence. Because the way I hear Kenyans are talking in social media is not good. So what they should advocate is peaceful coexistence. They are hardworking, they bring items to the country, we buy, they have started building apartments, they have started growing in the country. But now, some of the incidences are making others angry because of few individuals. And Somali people in Kenya have always been very peaceful and they respect our culture, we respect their culture, and we live peacefully. Now, the other day I saw Nairobi County in Eastleigh. They were clearing streets, but it seems those ones who are doing business in the streets did not hear the song. They did not take any action. They're still in the streets. And from what I saw yesterday, the government might intervene and soon they will clear the streets. And the only thing you'll see in Eastleigh are buildings and the people trading inside. The hawkers are becoming a menace. They're becoming a nuisance. They are spoiling the names of genuine traders who are in Kenya, who are working hard to build their businesses. And without Kenyans who are born in Kenya, it is very hard for people in Eastleigh to sell anything. So that is what the old generation should tell the young generation about the history of the Somali in Kenya. Of course, we have the Somali who are born in Kenya, who are from northern Kenya. But majority of those ones who are in Eastleigh, you'll find even some of them don't have IDs at all. And even their children, even some of them, almost majority of them, they can trace their origin in Somalia, not in Kenya. So since Kenyans allowed them to do business in the country peacefully, there's no need of some of them to start misbehaving. And as you know, in Kenya, we have so many people from other countries. We have African Americans, Burundians, Rwandese, Ugandans, Tanzanians, and many others. And you'll never hear, even Nigerians are so many, you'll never hear them misbehaving. And even if you become too comfortable in someone's home, you cannot start misbehaving because you need peace, you have to coexist because we need each other. So those two incidences, they really annoyed Kenyans, and I hope the older generation will talk to those people who are misbehaving. It is not good.